Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play March of the Eagles to France. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So, we invited the Danish into our coalition, just because we could. We're paying like 5 ducats a month. We're making 320 gold, so that seems like a pretty decent trade to me, if you ask me. But we do need to peace out the British at some point, mainly because we absolutely, no questions asked, have to... you're not gonna reinforce it in time, are you? No. So, Sicily. You would not accept both, but you would accept one. And what are the other things we can do? Become a satellite to 88%. It can see defeat. We give all this to Naples. But Naples isn't actually anybody that's important. Or we can have them break some treaties. But don't worry about that too much. I mean, I would like to take over both of these provinces. What do you need? You need 55% for that. I mean, there's no, like, resources, right? I don't think so. You don't really gain anything from annexing this territory. At least not directly, I think. So, 26,000 men, you march back up here. I mean, our guys are slowly reinforcing, which is lovely. And as soon as we're done, you know, once we're peaced out with Britain, we can gather a navy together, at least for, to kind of prepare for some sort of movement towards... I'm going to go down here. When do you leave? You're going to be gone on the 7th. We'll be there on the 22nd, so we don't have to worry about that too much. But, you know, we need to gather our navy together, because right now it's just in a bunch of little bits and pieces. Speaking of that, I would like to build up some more first-line ships. Select all that's affordable. Build those guys up. Okay. Denmark, can you deal with this? There we go. We finally have killed all those guys off for good. You come up here. Just, like, take back all their territory that they marched into. Yeah, so this AI is too scared to attack my 49 stack. We've taken back this fort. Excellent. How are you guys doing down here in the south? It's a very small fort. Russia has taken some chunks out of Persia. The Ottomans are attacking Egypt. That's okay. None of our... You know, none of that actually matters too much. Portugal. Like, we're very close to getting 100% war score. Once we take over the city and we take over Lisbon, that should be everything to actually just full annex them. Or if we can't full annex them, then at least make them into, like, a puppet state or something like that. We're going to do a massive assault like that. You guys come up here. Hopefully we can just defeat them. 50,000 men to 10,000. 59 to 10,000 is a pretty good number. I'm assuming you just did not have a lot of supplies. I'm not too sure. We lost 118 men to 31,000, which I would say is a pretty decent number right there. So we're going to move you guys down here. Because we got to get ready for an invasion of either Prussia or Austria. Not both, I would say. I'd prefer only to deal with one and then the other. So, Britain, how big's your army now? I mean, I'm sure you probably like are still reinforcing it. But your army size is under 100,000 men right now. And that's 30,000 right there, and there's also 30,000 right there. So, I basically already know where your entire army is. I don't have a ton of money right now, so let's build up... Well, we do get some bonuses for light infantry division, so you know what? Don't build that many. Deselect all. Build, like, a handful of them up, because we do not have a ton of manpower. You know, I would like to have more than we do. Yeah, they basically have no supplies that are going to get completely destroyed. Which is lovely. So at least we are winning this war against the British. Being able to navally invade them, that's a different question entirely. If we look at this, our navy size. The British basically almost 2 to 1. Naval quality's a lot better than ours. Income, apparently I'm losing 1,000. How am I losing 1,000 gold? We have 1,000 in expenses? I don't... Okay, do I have an economy tab? Budget. How am I losing 1,000 recruitment? Your expense on new units. Oh, is that for the boats? I'm not too sure, actually. Military maintenance is kind of high. War subsidies is not, it's not actually that bad. Lisbon just has a lot of men in it right now. I can't see how well the AI is doing in their sieges. Fair chance of winning. But again, I don't want to, push my luck too much. So I'm going to decline all of your peace offers for now. We've won the siege down here. I mean, again, just getting you guys to be puppet states would be nice. You would accept 2 offers like that. You would not accept me taking the entirety of the boot. But, for 88%, you could become a satellite of ours. If I take a province, that come cheaper? It does not. So I can't take a state and then also puppet you, unfortunately. And are any of you actually... Are you even important for me? No, you don't actually provide any bonuses. So I'm going to just take half of your country. Like this, I think. Yeah, do it like this. It'll split them in half. So send that offer. Get Sicily out of the war. Wait for Portugal to, a new king in Holland. To be able to control Holland, we must be able to... Sure, he can be king of Holland. That's fine. Not a big deal. So we defeated the British. Get all our troops ready to go. We have troops in foreign territory. I know we're slowly trying to get them out. And then if I could just build depots in all of these provinces. I'm sure that would help us out. What's civilization development? Developed. Okay, so apparently these are not as developed as other places in the world. That's okay. So the Dutch are slowly trying to defeat the remnants of the British army here. We've taken over Lisbon. So Portugal. Could we puppet you? 88% as well. You would accept that peace. But I think just having you be a satellite state would be better for us, right? I think so. But again, the satellites can rebel against you. Which is important to note. So maybe I don't want to make you into a puppet state. Maybe we'll just wait until... Oh, you actually managed to land in Gibraltar? I'm actually amazed by that. Okay, well, you guys move your way all the way up to the north. Get ready for an invasion of the Prussians. I think that's our next step, essentially. Yeah. You definitely wanted to talk to everybody individually. And unfortunately, I can't tell how close this siege is to be done, but as soon as Portugal's, completely annexed, we will, divide it up. Sorry, Portugal. Until that last fort falls, we can't do anything with you. What's your max size? It's weird how this one doesn't say what these smaller ones say. So, 11,000 men here, 7,000, 9,000. Can I just, attach the slowest brigades? go into detailed view. Can I, like, reshuffle this? Transfer to center flank. No, you basically have to do, I think you have to do everything manually. There's no way I can just, like, auto-balance this, so the flanks are even. So I'll do that for these guys up to the north. Assuming they're not 13,000. I don't know, you're pretty well balanced already. 14, 18, 22 in the middle. 9, 9. Okay, so you're about even. I mean, they seem okay to me, but maybe I'm just completely wrong and I have no idea how Napoleonic warfare works. Which is entirely possible. We have actually won renewal conditions. Is that a province from... Yes, because we're supposed to own Lisbon. Or Lisboa. So we do need to attack... We'll need to attack Portugal the second time eventually. I'm not going to concede defeat Russia. Like, I don't know what your plans here are. Saxony. I know Saxony's a satellite of Prussia. You're guaranteed by Austria and Prussia. You are guaranteed by Prussia, Austria, Prussia, Denmark, and Sweden. What about you? Austria and Prussia. Apparently Austria and Prussia don't want me expanding too much, which I know is insane. Who could have seen that coming? What about you? Yeah, basically Austria and Prussia. What about just Prussia? You're at war with Sweden, actually. And you're guaranteed by a ton of other smaller countries. What about Austria? Are you at war with anybody? No, but you're also guaranteed by every other small country. I don't know why everybody's guaranteeing these guys. It would have been a lot cooler if they didn't do that. Yeah, so you just sit back here. You are essentially our anti-Sicilian army. Sicilian? What if I, like, attacked you again? We cannot attack someone with a truce with? I don't even know how long the truce lasts. I don't think it's actually that long, though. I think it's only, the Neutral transport's not going to help us. Of course, the British have landed another army over here. The Ledger, not the Ledger, the Ledger is saying that their army size right now is 86,000 men. So again, that is most of it, which is just embarrassing for them. Do I even want to? I guess I'm like a 55,000 stack up. It's just pure infantry. There's no artillery, there's no cavalry in it, so I feel like that should be pretty easy to deal with. I would like prefer not to cross the river though. But I think a 55,000 stack can deal with this, right? This pure infantry army, 3 deployed divisions. What are you? You have some cavalry in you. Okay, Portugal. You have... Okay, everything's been taken from you. You demand tribute. What about, like, these 3 areas? Be 85%. Not enough for you to, Again, like, we can't... Can I annex you? Total peace cost for the provinces is too great. Okay. So, unfortunately, I can't just annex them. We'll take these 3 provinces, and I'll just take a bunch of money from them as well. So, we'll deal with that. Portugal is now being divided up between me and, my Spanish ally. Hopefully, we don't get into a guerrilla war in Spain. You know, fingers crossed on that one. They're trying to take over Utrecht. The Dutch army is kind of bad. And you're all out of supplies. The supply reaches 0. This unit will be able to supply. It cannot perform poorly, regain morale more slowly. It won't be able to receive reinforcements. For supplied by... where are you supplied from? From Balloon? From Broshwick? Why are you supplied from there and not from... Yeah, think we need to develop these depots, hopefully get them some more supplies. Or we can just build like a bunch of supply wagons and send them over there. Which I'm probably going to do. How many troops are there? There is going to be 5 armies up there. So we'll send like 5 more wagons up to their general direction. We also don't have a supply wagon for you. So that's going to be a little bit important. So let's build a 6th one just for you as well. France or Russia, I'm not conceding defeat to you. I'll white peace. They would not accept the offer. Fine. I mean, is there anything I can do against the British? Like, will they even accept, like, they will not even accept the white peace yet. So the British don't like me. And that's understandable, given the circumstances, but still, it's a little bit rude. I prefer to be friends. Okay, we're getting 20 prestige. Prestige only matters if you get to 1920 and nobody's actually won the war. Whoever has just the most prestige wins. What if I attack Utrecht? They don't want to. They don't want to deal with my army. But it looks like they got stuck anyways. Having equal numbers basically just means that I should be okay. This flank is a little bit bad, but okay, we lost more men. Supply efficiency minus 39%, but they had even less supplies than we did. So another defeat for the British. This flank basically doesn't exist right now. But that's okay. I don't think we really need it to be there. Oh, we get another idea as well. So you are light infantry attack and defense. You know what? Supplies. Let's make that a little bit better. It kind of sucks that we had to do like this whole ping pong ball thing. Marching back and forth trying to kill the British. But there we... Okay, I was going to say there we go. But that's still not quite the case. Now, there we go. You are completely dead. The Russians have moved in through Italy. I can definitely say that I did not see that one coming. I would like you to hide in the fort. How do I make you hide in the fort? Okay, we did win there. As long as we're in the fort, we were okay. The Russians have marched a lot of men down here, which is scary and threatening. 13%. You would accept the white peace. You would not accept the Gibraltar. I guess because we took the port. You would not even accept conceding defeat. You want? Okay, you know what? I don't want the Russians to steamroll through the south right now. War exhaustion's at 6.4. 6.75. Which is modified. Manpower 26. They have like no men. I know they have no manpower. So I'm going to offer a white peace for the British right now. Because I don't want the Russians steamrolling through the south. You know, that's just how I feel about this right now. Yeah, you know what? You stay here. We're now no longer at war. So all of our boats, if you want to make your way up to here, that would be great. 41,000. Just get ready to go for an invasion of probably like Prussia, because I think that's going to be our best option here. So for our decisions, when can we enact those? Kingdom of Westphalia, territory swap with Bavaria, owns Ansbach and Breath, and a coalition with Bavaria. I'm assuming that has to do with... wait, what provinces do we need? Ansbach. Where is Ansbach? It's right here. Okay. And Breath. So these two territories could... Okay. Here's after 1805. And control Verona. Where is Verona? Venezia. So I think we just need to basically take more territory. Dismantle the HRE. I don't know if that really matters that much. Or Westphalia. Control Miden, Cell, and Magdeburg. Okay. Basically creating like a little Germany. But I think it's going to be a good time to end this episode. Thanks for watching. My name is Anthem. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, you can always thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.